Well, welcome to this historic event. I'm Mayor Chip Johnson, and best I can tell, this is the first time a sitting governor of Mississippi has held a press conference in Hernando City Hall. We're very excited about that, and we thank you, Governor, for being here. As an introduction, of course, Governor Tate Reeves is the 65th governor of the great state of Mississippi. And a couple of thank yous to the governor. He's always working on our behalf. One of the things he's done lately is he signed a bill to give the ARPA match. That may sound boring to y'all, but for the citizens of Hernando, that could potentially give us an extra $4 million to spend on water and sewer in the city of Hernando. The other thing I know the governor has worked very hard on, and he may not have gotten all he wanted, but he worked very hard on eliminating the income tax. He signed a bill that's going to start decreasing the state income tax, which should affect every one of you in this room. So I think that's a big win for all the citizens of Hernando. And of course, the governor is always pro-law enforcement at the local and state level. We absolutely appreciate that. Governor, we appreciate all you do for us, and thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Mayor, and thanks to all of the citizens of DeSoto County, and many of our legislators are here today. I see our Chairman of Wildlife in the House of Representatives, Representative Kincaid, here as well. It is a privilege to be here to make three extremely important announcements, one of which obviously is very near and dear to those of you who live here in DeSoto County specifically. But before I get to our new district attorney, I do want to make two announcements that have a significant impact on the residents here in DeSoto County and throughout the great state of Mississippi. Each of these individuals being appointed today have a long track record of distinguished public service. I have the utmost confidence in their abilities and greatly look forward to seeing all that they will accomplish in their new roles. Today, I'll start by announcing the new Executive Director for the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks. I'll follow that with the new Executive Director for the Mississippi Public Utilities staff, and then finally conclude by announcing an appointment for the District Attorney for what will be the 17th Circuit Court District. Let's begin with Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks. The department, as you all know, plays an incredibly important role in maintaining and conserving Mississippi's immense natural beauty. We're an outdoor state. In Mississippi, we hunt. In Mississippi, we fish, we hike, and we swim. I think each of us takes pride and joy in passing along our natural resources to the next generation so that our children and our grandchildren can grow up in a place like Mississippi and that we appreciate so much. The department plays a critical role in each and every one of those items. The new executive director and his entire team will continue to carry out the mission of conserving and enhancing our outdoors and all that it contains. For those of you who do not know, that we have a Wildlife Commission, which consists of 5 appointees. The chairman of the commission is Mr. Kosser, who is here today. The commission on this particular appointment sends 3 names to the governor. They vet those names. They did a fantastic job. And today I'm proud to announce that I have appointed Lynn Posey to fill this role. Lynn. Lynn has an impressive and an accomplished career in public service. He served previously as both a state senator and a commissioner on the Mississippi Public Service Commission. He was chairman of the Mississippi Senate Committee on Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks, and he has done a fantastic job, in my view, over the last several months almost a year now, serving as the interim executive director for the department. He's long been a supporter of the outdoors and has done an incredible amount to further conservation efforts in the great state of Mississippi. He has helped to protect our state's natural resources. He has helped to establish youth hunting weekends. He has helped guarantee the right to hunt, fish in our state, and he even helped co-found the Mississippi Sportsman's Caucus. That is a long legacy of commitment to the outdoors. I am confident in his leadership, and I know that he will lead this organization exceptionally well. He obviously has very big shoes to fill. I want to personally thank Dr. Sam Polis, who retired recently, who served admirably in the role for almost 3 decades until his retirement earlier this year. Dr. Polis was actually initially appointed by then Governor Kirk Fordyce. And so he was in that role for quite a few years. I know Lynn Posey knows him well, and we all wish him well in his retirement. So with that, I'd like to invite Lynn up to make a few remarks. Lynn? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. There are very many important agencies in our state government, but for me, there are none more important than the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks. At MDWFP, we touch lives in all 82 counties every day. We're trying to carry out our mission to conserve and enhance Mississippi's wildlife, fisheries, and parks, and we try to engage the public in natural resource conservation. Outdoor recreation, hunting, fishing, and camping is what Mississippi is all about. And we do not take a second seat to anybody as far as our natural resources. Whether you're a bird watcher, hunter, fisherman, or camper, Mississippi's great outdoors has something for everyone. I'd like to take just a minute to thank our governor and the MDWFP Commission and others for putting their trust in me to lead this agency and ensure that our mission is carried forward. I would also like to take just a brief minute to thank my family, and especially my wife, Kathy, for supporting me as I accept this position. In addition, I would like to thank all the men and women at the Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks for their dedicated service to the state of Mississippi, the outdoors, and the support they've shown me over the last 18 months. It is an exciting time here at MDWFP. The legislature, the lieutenant governor, the speaker, the governor have generously provided us with the funding we need to seek the transformation of our state parks into a park system that every citizen of this state can be proud of and enjoy. And hopefully you will begin to see the results of those park improvements very shortly. In closing, Mississippi's great outdoors is important to all of us. And to the best of my ability, I will seek to guide this agency in a way that enhances outdoor recreation opportunities and conserves our natural resources for future generations. So, see you outdoors. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Lynn. At this time, I'd like to turn our attention to the new Executive Director of the Mississippi Public Utilities staff. As I'm sure y'all know, I recently appointed the previous Executive Director, Sally Doty, to head our state's new broadband office, which was created by the legislature this year, and she is doing a fantastic job making sure that we continue to lead the charge not only in our state but nationally to making sure that every single person in the state of Mississippi has access to connectivity. At this time, I am proud to tell you that I look forward to announcing her replacement, someone who I have the utmost confidence in. The public utilities staff plays a critical role in representing Mississippians and ensuring the proper management and effectiveness of our public utilities across water, sewer, electric, and gas industries. They play a key role in supporting the Public Service Commission and contributing to the operation of fundamental programs. It is my pleasure to announce the appointment of current State Representative Jim Beckett to fill this role. Representative Beckett has served in the Mississippi House of Representatives since 2004. We happened to get elected the same time in 2003. He has a long career of fighting for Mississippians and for advancing substantive issues through the Mississippi House. In fact, he has served as chairman of the Public Utilities Committee for 8 years in the House. He has also been a member of the National Energy Council for over a decade. I am confident that Representative Beckett's experience has given him the preparation necessary to take the helm of the public utility staff. Representative Beckett will lead an incredibly impressive team. The folks who comprise the public utility staff have a wide variety of notable backgrounds and strategic areas of focus. I am confident in his leadership, and I am sure he will continue the effective work of the public utility staff of the great state of Mississippi. So at this time, please join me in welcoming the new director, Representative Jim Beckett.
Thank y'all very much. I just want to take this opportunity to thank the Governor Reeves for this opportunity to serve as Executive Director of the Public Utility Staff. I'll do my very best to work each and every day to make this a better place, better state in which for all of us to live. I realize the importance of our public utilities, both our water, our sewer, our gas, our electricity is just vital to our way of life, vital to our economic development, and just in the enjoyment that we have. I know it's going to be challenging. Affordability is going to be challenging for our citizens, but we'll do our very best to make every effort that we can make. At this time, I also want to thank my wife, Susan, who's here with us, moved me in the back. We've been married 41 years, and each and every way along the choice I made in my life, she's been very supportive of those decisions, including the decision at a sacrifice to our family to get involved in public office about 18 and a half years ago. And I know the governor understands that there are more lucrative things you can do than that, but she was very supportive in that. I want to thank my two girls and their families, our extended families, all of our friends, and the people who have supported us over the years, the voters of District 23 that have been kind enough to send me back to Jackson on multiple occasions. And I'd like to be remiss if I didn't thank the Speaker, Gunn, and the men and women that I've served with over the past 5 terms that have been very supportive and encouraging and have been just in each and everything I've done. And so I want to thank each and every one of them. I have truly enjoyed serving my district and serving in the legislature, and it's with great difficulty that I made the decision to leave that position and leave the legislature. But I do look forward to this new challenges and opportunities that this position presents, and I am looking forward to working with the dedicated men and women of the public utility staff and trying to move our state forward. And so with that, I thank you again, Governor Reeves, for this opportunity.
Thank you, and I know that Jim's going to do a fantastic job. He'll be hard to replace in the House of Representatives serving Calhoun County, but I know we will find a good conservative to replace him. At this time, it's my privilege to move to our third announcement of the day, and that is the appointment of the new district attorney for the 17th Circuit Court District. Obviously, this vacancy became available after the tragic passing of previous DA John Champion. We will all remember John and the rich legacy he leaves behind in this district. He spent 20 years making this community safer, for which we all benefit and for which we are all grateful for his time serving the public. It is my pleasure to announce that I am appointing Robert Morris III as the new district attorney for DeSoto County. Bob has a distinguished legal career, and I have the utmost confidence in the experience that he will bring to this role. He attended the University of Mississippi School of Law and then served in private practice for 19 years. He's deeply involved as a leader in his community. Perhaps most importantly, he has served as an assistant district attorney in this district for the last 8 years. That experience gave him the skills needed to effectively prosecute all those who would seek to break the law and take advantage of others. There are few higher callings than ensuring public safety, fighting crime, and upholding the fairness of our legal system. Bob, I wish you all the best to seek to carry on John's legacy and prosecute criminals to the fullest extent of the law. There are those men and women in uniform that are in the room today, and I know you will serve as their partner in ensuring that we keep this great community, this great county, and its people safe. So at this time, I'll give you Bob Morris. Congratulations.
I want to thank the governor, start off by thanking the governor and his staff. 8 years ago, none of us anticipated that I would be standing here. We fully expected that John Champion would run until he retired, and at that point, well, the dust would settle and we'd figure it out. Unfortunately, John fell ill, and when he did, part of why I want to thank the governor is that it was unexpected. It created a time of turmoil, of concern, and the governor and his staff stood behind our office for the last 2 years. And any time that we needed anything, we could call them. And they said, don't worry about it, we'll help you. And they did, and they have done that, and they continue to do it. So I want to salute the governor and his staff for being supportive of us. That let us do our job while John fought his fight, which he did. So, like I said, I don't think I can fill John Champion's shoes. First off, they were much larger than mine. And second off, he was a dedicated public servant his entire life. And so I don't know that I will fill his shoes, but I do hope to walk in his footsteps, to continue to serve this county and this district with the distinction and passion that he did. I want to thank, obviously, John's family. They've gone through a lot, so I would hope that you continue to put John's family and friends in your prayers and continue to pray for them as we go through this time of transition. I want to thank my family, my mother, my son, my wife, and my 2 daughters who are not here. Hopefully they're watching online if they could get it to work. I want to thank them for the support that's led me to be here today. Without them, I can guarantee you 100% I would not be here. It's their love and support that made me who I am today. I also want to take a moment to thank specifically the staff and the assistant district attorneys of the 17th Judicial District. For the last 2 years, it has been a challenge. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there are people who could have folded their tents, they could have quit doing the job, they could have let this county suffer, and the defendants and the victims would have gone either unpunished or unsatisfied. And they didn't do that. They stood up. So they worked the extra hours, sometimes 7 days a week. So I'm here not because of what I've done, but because of the work that they did. So I stand on their shoulders. I want to also thank law enforcement, because I likewise stand on your shoulders today. You're my brothers in the job that we do every day. I see the fight that you do every day. I know the risks that you put down. And so I want to know, let you know that over the last 8 years, we've worked hard just to be supportive of you. We will continue to be supportive of you because you're the people on the front lines that keep this county safe. So as long as I'm the district attorney, we will support our people in blue, wherever they are and whatever they do. I also want to take a moment and thank not just the law enforcement, but the judiciary, who also for the last 2 years has been acutely aware that we've been fighting with one hand behind our back because our boss wasn't there. And they were willing to work with us to help us to adjust our schedules, to do the things that were needed to make sure that the citizens of this county got justice. And ladies and gentlemen, for the last 8 years, we've given justice swiftly and surely, and my promise to you as I stand here until the day that I am no longer your assistant district attorney, is that we will continue to protect the citizens of this county and this district. This place means a lot to me, and the men and women in uniform out there have spent a lot of time protecting all of us. I invite you to come to court to see the work that they do, because it is underappreciated. I appreciate it. So we are going to prosecute criminals to the fullest extent of the law so that you can enjoy your time in Hernando or Olive Branch or Tate County or Panola County. And I promise you that I will work hand in hand both with law enforcement and the governor's office to make sure that this community stays safe. Thank you again, and thank you, Governor.
Congratulations, Bob, and I just want to be clear, he obviously will serve for the remainder of this term and will be on the ballot next year. And I made it very clear to him that next year I will be for him or against him, whichever one helps him the most. And that changes from day to day, perhaps, but it really is a privilege to be able to stand before you today and present these three fine gentlemen who are going to do a fantastic job serving in their roles. I want you to know that I've never been more optimistic about the future of our state because I see what's happening here. I see our economy doing so phenomenally well today. I see that our K through 12 educational system is doing so phenomenally well today. In fact, did you know, and I'm not going to give a long speech, but did you know that, because I have to listen to a lot of nonsense from the national media from time to time, but did you know in each of the last 3 years, Mississippi's 10-year growth numbers in 4th grade reading, 4th grade math, 8th grade reading, and 8th grade math, in each of the last 3 years, our 10-year growth numbers are #1 in the nation? Our high school graduation rates, which were 12.5 points below the national average 10 years ago, are 3 points above the national average today. And that's because of the men and women that are in our classrooms, that are teaching our kids, and we should be forever grateful for them. We're seeing economic progress occur. We're seeing great educational attainment progress occur. We're seeing more and more capital investments in infrastructure, which leads to more opportunities for growth. And if anybody knows what growth opportunities mean, both economically, but those also from a challenge standpoint, it's those of you here in DeSoto County. So we want to continue to work with you. Want to thank all of our elected officials that are in the room. Thank these three gentlemen behind me for their willingness to serve, for their willingness to put their names out there to make this great place we get to call home an even better place to invest capital, an even better place to create jobs, and an even better place to raise a family. So again, thank you all for being here, and see you again soon. Thank you all. And to the press, if y'all have questions, we'll do a little gaggle up here so that everyone can get about their business.
Congratulations. Thank you, I appreciate it.